Hi guys, this is Alex. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about pattern testing, how to become one, do's and don'ts, and what to expect. So, how do you become a pattern tester? So, if you are on Instagram, you will know that most indie designers put out calls for pattern testing throughout the year. You are seeing a lot of these calls right now because they are extending their current pattern roster and they need pattern testers for extended sizing, which is absolutely wonderful because that just means that pattern testers are being size inclusive. So definitely keep your eye out. They post it on Instagram, they post it on their blogs. So if you have a pattern designer that you absolutely love, check them out. Make sure that you follow them on Instagram because this is where they put the calls out for pattern testing. So once you see those calls out on Instagram or on their blogs, they will ask you to fill out a form. What are they going to ask you on this form? They're going to ask you for your measurements. So high bust, waist, hips, and they may ask you for these measurements in either inches or centimeters. So make sure that you have your measuring tape ready. They may ask you for your height. They may ask you for your Instagram account. Why do they need all of those things? Because they are trying to fit a number of sizes that they have to test. So they need a wide range of sizes and they need to know what size are you, right? Because we're trying to fill out all of these sizes. So make sure that you put in all of that information. If you have lots of followers on Instagram, they will love you. If you have pretty pictures on Instagram, they will love you. Why? Because that just means that they'll be able to showcase that pattern to all of your followers. And even if you don't have a lot of followers, they will love you because they want you to test that pattern. So what happens? You fill that out and perhaps you may get an email saying, yay, we would love for you to test this pattern out. Or, hey, we filled out all the size ranges this time around, so we're gonna have you sit this one out. And if you don't get picked the first go around, don't get discouraged. There'll be many times throughout the year for you to sign up for this. Keep trying if this is something that you want to do. But if you do get picked, what is going to happen is they will email you out a list of instructions and they will say, hey, we need you to test this pattern for deadline will be in a month, or perhaps we need you to test this pattern in 2 weeks. Can you do it? And if you can do it, definitely let them know at that time. And if you can't, don't do it because you don't want to be pattern testing if you're starting a new job or you're moving to another city. Just if you can't do it, let them know. Just say, hey, I can't do it this time around. Thank you for thinking of me. Please think of me next time. Thank you. But if you can do it, and then let them know and say, yes, I can do it. They will email you the files. And what will happen is they will email you files. So either you can print them at home and you can print out 60, 80 pages, whatever that is, and you can glue all of that, or they will email you AO files that you can send to a professional print shop. I love getting AO files because I hate, and I will say hate, it's a big word, but I hate gluing, cutting, and piecing all of those pieces together. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, paper, ink, and my time, it costs money. So I send them to a professional print shop and they can do it. They send me back the files and big sheets, and then I can cut, grade, and all that good stuff from there. So once I get those files, I'm ready to start working on a pattern. And what will happen is you will need to make adjustments. You will not get away from those. So if you have a short torso, long torso, booty, if you need to do bicep adjustments, hip adjustments, waist adjustments, you need to move darts, guess what? You're gonna have to do it. Okay, So don't think that by pattern testing, you're not going to get away from those. There ain't no getting away from those. You're going to have to get them done. So you're going to have to do those adjustments. Also, you will want to take pictures of your garment once it's done. So if you are absolutely horrendous at picture taking, pattern testing may not be for you. Okay, sometimes designers want you to send them pictures for fit. How does the garment fit? And also for, hey, they want to market all of these pretty pictures from their pattern testers. So if you are wonderful at picture taking and sewing, my goodness, double bonus, right? They will want to get those pictures. So make sure you send them pictures. Also, keep in mind, some pattern designers have a stipend to give to some pattern testers, but the majority of them, I'm saying 95% of them, do not. And it is because they are smaller shops. They have a smaller team, so they don't have big budgets to be giving all this money out for pattern testers. That's why they are reaching out to followers. So what do I mean by that? Pattern testing is going to be some work, and it's going to be an investment also for you. So remember, you're going to have to pay for fabric. You're going to have to pay for notions, buttons, thread, all that good stuff. So keep this in mind when you are pattern testing and that you are signing up for this. And lastly, make sure that you also follow the instructions. I know some people say, I know what I'm doing. The heck with the instructions. I'll just wing it. No, okay? No. There is no winging anything. They are sending you the instructions because you need to follow them. This is all part of pattern testing. And what happens is you need to follow the instructions because if there's typos in the instructions, you need to let them know. If some of the instructions should be out of order, you need to let them know. Or perhaps they're missing a grain line on their pattern or how many pieces to cut. You need to let them know, okay? That's what pattern testing is all about. And also make sure that you give them constructive feedback, okay? Nobody likes to hear, your pattern sucks, okay? Your pattern sucks. Nobody likes that, okay? These people have worked very hard on these patterns. So you want to make sure that you give constructive feedback. How do you do that? Hey, the instructions were tricky and this is where I had some problems. Or, hey, some of the notches on the pattern were not lining up. Let me show you where I had some issues. Hey, I printed this out through a professional printer, but somehow the little square that they have to line up and measure and make sure that it was to scale is not quite working out. Let them know. This is all about pattern testing. And when you're doing that, give them constructive feedback. Nobody likes negative feedback. And then, of course, make sure that that you get this done by the deadline that they ask you. Nobody likes a flake, okay? Don't flake out. If you know that, I don't know, that you had a family emergency or that something horrendous happened, let them know right away. I can bet you 100% that these indie designers talk to each other and they say, hey, have you worked with pattern tester so-and-so? Yes, I have. I have sent her now 2 patterns and she never responds. She never gets it done. That is rude and that will get you banned from pattern testing. So don't flake out. Get it done by the time that they ask you to. And that's it, folks. That is the do's and don'ts of pattern testing and what to expect. If you like this video, which I hope you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.